is a good time to put the blow dryer away. So we challenged our expert, Sabrina Maddeaux, to air dry her hair. I love it, and share the results with us.
Yes, like you said, in summer, I think we want to be spending more time on a patio drinking sangria than with our blow dryer. Also, it's a good chance to give your hair a break from all the heat tools in the winter.
Absolutely.
So I was the lab rat for the last couple weeks where I tried all different methods of air drying and brought some of the best on the show. But first I want to talk about the control test where I just used shampoo.
Okay.
Just
shampoo.
Just shampoo, nothing else.
Okay.
And it showed that you really do need extra products when you're air drying, because I saw a lot of separation in texture, frizz. It just didn't look good. It was good like watching Netflix hair, but not good being seen in public hair.
Got it. Okay, so no conditioner.
No conditioner. And the reason why I did that is there's a stat that over half of women actually don't use conditioner because they're afraid of it weighing down their hair.
I don't get it.
That's a big beauty myth. I go through so much conditioner, and it's important because after you shampoo, it seals the cuticle, which means no frizz, and it just helps soften the hair and make it look smooth. So what I tested was Herbal Essences Bio Renew line. It's a bit more premium than their usual Herbal Essences product, but what I liked about it was it's intensely moisturizing. So you have sea kelp, you have aloe. Other ingredients to look for include argan oil, honey, and this is important because even though you're not using heat tools, you also can't rely on them to cover up any damage. So you want to look for actually more moisture than you might normally.
Okay.
And I want to do a quick tip that when you do get out of the shower and you dry, don't use a towel.
I know. Apparently it's the worst for your hair.
Use a t-shirt. And you know, rather than using my little girly t-shirts, I steal one of my boyfriend's t-shirts, like the Star Wars specimen, pulled from his dresser this morning. I hope he doesn't mind. He'll find out soon. And you just want to pat dry. No rubbing because that can reopen the cuticle and then you're back to that frizzy state.
Frizz. Okay, good tips. Okay, what did you do next?
Next, I decided to use a hair oil. In this case, it was Schwarzkopf's Gliss Nutritive Oil.
Okay.
And it's a blend of 8 different oils. And again, this isn't going to make your hair greasy, but for this, you want to spray from the mid-lengths down to the end.
Okay.
And what it did is it really provided another layer of smoothing and almost straightening. My natural hair has just a tiny bit of a wave, and this brought it right out. It also protects from heat during the summer, so you're getting that extra bonus, and it has properties that repair. So we're taking that break from the heat tools and giving your hair a little bit extra. When you're talking about smoothness, you only want to brush your hair in the shower, not when you get out. And you want to use a wide tooth comb, such as this, or your fingers, because it will get rid of tangles, but not break up your hair too much so that your style will be uniform when you get out. And another tip I like to do is grab one of these from a drugstore, just a little spray bottle. Took oil from here, put it in here. I keep this in my purse. And throughout the day, if some frizz does come back or it's humid, just give this a little spray on my hands, rub it, run it through the strands, and it's great.
Very interesting. Okay, obviously we're using Sabrina as our test, but if you have Asian hair, black hair, I could actually see some of these tips working. The wide tooth comb and combing out your natural hair if you've got very kinky hair in the shower and then not doing that anymore would probably be a really good tip. So you sort of have to take it with a grain of salt based on what your natural hair looks like. But was this less Netflix hair and more public hair?
Much more public hair.
Much more
I wore it to a nice dinner out, and you hit the nail on the head that when you're air drying your hair, it's all about playing up your natural texture and working with what you have. You don't want to look for any big changes when you're air drying.
Got it. Okay, so your next test, what did you do next?
For the final test, I wanted to work with a bit more style. So I used a professional salon product, Redken's No Blow Dry Styling Cream. And this is going to give more body and texture. So there's several ways you can use this. You can put your hair in a loose braid and let it dry, and you'll end up with beachy waves, which is what I did in this case. You can put it up in a top knot or a bun, and you'll end up with loose curls, or you can just scrunch it in. But the most important thing is after you initially put it in, do not touch your hair. That's why there's the big sign here. Because once you start touching it, you feel like you're styling it, you're not. You're breaking it up, you can open those cuticles again, and you just want to leave it alone. And the other great thing about styling cream is it can actually help your hair dry faster, so you don't have to walk around as long with that wet, kind of gross, drippy hair. Well, no one wants to sit at their office desk and have drips going down their back.
Yeah, absolutely. So your favorite?
It depends what you're looking for.
Right.
It really depends.
Everything but number one.
Everything but number one, and
Okay.
I like to use a bit more texture, so I recommend a styling cream, and if you have any frizz left, throw in a bit of oil.
Love that. That's so great.